Election Day is now just 5 days away in Baldwin County. Supporters with the Build Baldwin Now campaign have been pushing the yes vote at every opportunity possible. Today, the superintendent, flanked by teachers, students, and business leaders, gathered at Gulf Shores Elementary to rally support for the yes vote to renew and add new property taxes. Supporters say the taxes will help build new schools countywide. Those who oppose the tax initiative began a website a few weeks back called Educate Baldwin Now. Matthew Brown is with the organization, and he joins me here live in the studio now. And Matthew, first of all, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Greg. It's a privilege to be on.
All right, let's talk about the numbers right now, and let's get it out in the open. You work for the county.
That's right.
That's right. You have done some planning with the county, and you yourself put forth a report about, a year ago that said the county is going to need dozens of new schools. There's no doubting that. The growth is there. That's something that you probably agree with.
Absolutely. I think the one thing that I think all sides agree on in this matter is that we do have lots of growth coming into Baldwin County.
It's just a matter of how to pay for it, and that's where this distinction comes in. This tax fight in Baldwin County has really pitted neighbor against neighbor, communities against communities. Is that something that you anticipated, because you and this website kind of jumped on board late to provide the opposition to this tax?
Sure. No, I certainly didn't. And really about 4 months ago, in fact, in December, was the first time I really sat down and started seeing some questions that I wanted to have answered and thought it'd be good to get this out to the public. And certainly at that time, wasn't expecting it to escalate to the point it has today. And you know, I have lots of friends on both sides of this matter, and I certainly hope after Tuesday, whatever the case is, we'll all get behind our school system and move forward with the situation that we have.
Both sides very passionate. A couple of points that I brought up yesterday to the superintendent that I will bring up to you as well. The opposition claims that the board has been releasing misleading numbers on this. Can you speak specifically about some of those numbers that your side feels are misleading?
Sure. I think the biggest one is the Board of Education has gone around and done this dog and pony show claiming that we're only getting 12 mils of tax revenue, and it'd almost be like me only reporting half my income on my income tax statement and expecting that to be fine. And I think one of the big concerns the public has here is they just don't know if they can trust what they're being told by the school board.
And I know that the opposition claims that the Baldwin County school system has a proven track record of mismanagement. You've got to agree, however, that there are new people at play here, people who have been in the county for a long, long time. Do you see that as a positive, or do you think the mismanagement will continue?
Well, I think we do have some great people on the Board of Education. One of the highlights of this whole entire engagement in this process has been able to meet Cecil Christenberry, and I think we have some.
The school board.
That's right,
yeah.
With the school board, and I think we have some great folks on board and have a potential for a bright future ahead. We just want to make sure we're not committing ourselves to this long 30-year commitment when it might not be the best move in the short term for us.
So your side says voters go to the polls and say no for everything on that ballot?
Absolutely not. We are completely...
There's a 5 mil and a 3 mil. Those are the new initiatives, and there are other initiatives that need to be re-upped in order to continue to fund the school system.
That's right. There are 3 renewals and 2 new taxes, and we say vote no on the new taxes, vote yes on
all
the
of the taxes. Where's that money going to come? You yourself, in a report, said this county has to have 20 new schools in the next few years. That is a lot of money, and over the next 10 years, the school system says it's going to take $350 million to support the children, that the county is going to grow by 25%. Are those numbers you agree with or disagree with?
Well, I certainly agree with the growth. Now, the important thing to realize with growth, you have 3 big factors that take place. With that growth comes new homes, new revenue sources, more people spending property tax. That growth also increases the value of properties, and again, results in a kind of a perfect storm of increased revenue into the coffers. We also have a lot of retirees moving into the area. They're buying expensive homes. They're not contributing kids to the school system. So we have really a perfect situation to sit down and find out what is the best way to fund this system. I'm not sure the school system has presented the best way.
All right, yesterday I gave Superintendent Robbie Owen an opportunity to make a plea to the voters, and this is your 30 seconds.
Sure. Well, what I would tell the voters is to make sure that you go out, see both sides, and get informed. We're not here to try to attack the other side. We're here to make sure that both sides are able to hear the issues and that both sides have an opportunity, the citizens have an opportunity to see both sides, be informed, and go to the polls. And we would ask you to vote no to the new taxes on March 31st.
Matthew, thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you, sir.
We appreciate it. Once again, I talked with Superintendent Robbie Owen why he believes residents should approve the tax initiatives. I talked to him yesterday. You can watch that entire interview on our website, local15tv.com.